Hello everyone. I am Lily Eng and I am back. Last week, I talked about the benefits and risk of investing at an early age, but this time, let's get to know more about what you should and shouldn't know about finance in your 20s. Let's start with what you should know about finance in your 20s. It's time to get your financial game on and secure your future. Don't wait until you're old and gray to start saving. Start now. You don't have to be a math whiz to understand the importance of living within your means. Spend less than you earn and avoid getting into debt. Like the plague. Creating a budget is like having your own personal finance coach. You'll see where your money is going and can make adjustments as needed. Life is unpredictable, so having an emergency fund is a must. You never know when you might have to fix a car or pay for an unexpected medical expense. Aim to save 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in an emergency fund, and you'll be ready for whatever life throws your way. Now, let's talk about the magic of compound interest. When you invest, your money can grow on its own, with interest on top of interest. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and bigger. Invest for the long term and don't try to time the market. Stick to low-cost investments that match your goals, and you'll be on the path to financial freedom. Debt can be a slippery slope, so if you need to borrow money, be smart about it. Avoid high-interest credit cards and look for low-interest loans, like student loans or a mortgage. And speaking of the future, it's never too early to plan for retirement. Start saving as soon as you can, take advantage of any employer-sponsored plans, and consider opening an individual retirement account (IRA). By following these financial concepts and practices, you'll be setting yourself up for a bright and prosperous future. So, don't wait, start building your financial foundation today and get ready to slay the money game like the boss you are. Now, let's move on to what you shouldn't know about finance in your 20s. So, you're starting to dip your toes into the world of personal finance, but there are a few things you don't need to worry about just yet. Let's dive into those topics that you can set aside for the time being. First off, complex investing strategies can be confusing and overwhelming, and they're not necessary for people in their 20s. Instead, focus on building a diversified portfolio of low-cost index funds and watch your money grow over time. Don't worry about trying to beat the market or outsmart the experts. It's also important to not get too caught up in short-term market fluctuations. Yes, the stock market can be volatile in the short term, but don't let that scare you. Keep your eye on the long-term goals and don't fret over day-to-day changes. Unless you're a tax professional, don't get bogged down in complicated tax laws. Focus on the basics of how taxes impact your finances and consult with a tax professional when needed. Lastly, while budgeting is important, you don't need to be a budgeting master just yet. Stick to a simple budget that tracks your income and expenses and helps you live within your means. You don't need to worry about advanced budgeting techniques like zero-based budgeting or the envelope method. Remember, building a strong financial foundation is the most important thing right now. Focus on the basics of budgeting, saving, and investing, and don't worry too much about the advanced stuff just yet. That is all for today. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow my Twitter page.